So I have witnessed, or rather, I've been fortunate to witness a very interesting, very beautiful. I don't know how to call it. एक phenomenon या एक चीज़ जो देख के बहुत अच्छा लगा. And it's only because probably I'm a parent. And with time, जैसे जैसे my little kid is growing up, वैसे वैसे new things are developing. And along with the kid, we as a parent are also growing up and understanding the different emotions, different kind of things जो हमें experience होती है and उसके साथ जो associated feelings होती है. बहुत recently हम लोग एक बॉम्बे का रोड ट्रिप करके आए लास्ट ईयर ओनली, मतलब 2022. ये जनवरी का 20 तारीख है टुडे. एंड 24th ऑफ डिसम्बर हम लोग बॉम्बे के लिए निकल गए थे बाय रोड फ्रॉम देहरादून. This trip was very important because both me and my wife were missing Mumbai a lot. That's where we are from. वहाँ पे हमारे emotions है, वहाँ पे हमारे एक habit of living वहीं से जुड़ी हुई है. हम लोग हर पल miss करते हैं. And so we really want to go back to Mumbai as soon as possible. But then again, with a certain stage of life, things don't happen the way you want to and when you want to. It takes its own course of time. खैर, इसी वजह से ये जो हमारा एक वेकेशन था, रोड ट्रिप, was very important for both of us. And 24 तारीख of December is when this happened. And हम लोग we went all the way to Mumbai. दिल्ली में हम लोग कई दिन बिताए. We had a great time in Delhi. Unfortunately, Manan was unwell because जाने के 2 हफ्ते पहले से ही Manan was unwell. We visited doctor twice. And 2 बार उसको अलग अलग viruses ने attack किया था apparently. The previous one was a milder one. The next one was much more stronger one or much more जो harmful है. But then thankfully, he was doing all right, coping up. But then he was not well. दिल्ली पहुँचे. दिल्ली में we had a lot of fun together, all of us, and then from Delhi we moved ahead towards Mumbai on the 26th of December. जैसे ही हम लोग गुजरात पहुँचे, with the sun and with the temperatures becoming warmer, Manan started recovering. And Mumbai पहुँचते ही he was, of course, because of the weather probably, he was much better and he recuperated very fast. पहला चीज़ जो बहुत एक्साइटिंग और बहुत बढ़िया नोटिस किया हम लोगों ने is Manan did not forget Mumbai. The last time he went he was probably 2 years and couple of months, 1 or 2 months or 3 months. मई में गए थे. He was very young, and now he's crossed 3. And he remembered Mumbai. And all his friends, he had made a couple of friends, a lot of kids who are much older to him, but they really spend a lot of time playing with him, उसका ख्याल रखने में, and बड़े सारे effort लगाते हैं इसके साथ, engage होने के लिए. बहुत अच्छा लगता है हमें. Very nice kids out there. And Manan surprisingly did not forget any one of them at this age. He remembered the sea beach, that he had to go to the sea beach, and various other places, and he was at home. छोटा बच्चा है, देहरादून में वो पला बड़ा है काफ़ी हद तक अब तक. तो his toys, things that he can call his own, his bicycle, his cars, his swing, slide, everything, सब यहीं पे रख के गए थे. Of course we can't take all of them or any of them while we are traveling on a holiday. But वहाँ पे जाके he did not miss any of them. एक बार भी उसने कहा नहीं कि मेरा साइकिल या मेरा X खिलौना, Y खिलौना, nothing at all. That was very surprising. He was living at that moment. He was living at that place, which is such a great thing to kind of see and witness. Full enjoy किया. We were there for about 20 days, and those 20 days he had a blast with all his old friends. He remembered the sofa that we have, the red colored sofa or maroon. उसने बहुत उसमें कूदा, नाचा, and like he remembered the shops, etc. and etc. खूब मस्ती की उसने. सी बीच भी गया था, उसको देख के उसको याद आ गया सी बीच कि मैं पहले आया था, यही सी बीच है. एंड एज यूजुअल वहाँ से उसको बाहर निकालना बहुत मुश्किल था. एंड ही वाज एब्सोल्युटली फाइन एंड हेल्दी. We were very happy, me and my wife were very happy that yes, our son is connecting to the place where we belong, me and my wife belong to, in some or the other way. Our house is there, our home is there, और हम वहीं पे वापस जाना चाह रहे. तो ऐसे करते करते दिन बीत गए, and our time to come back to our home came. Both me and my wife were very sad. This time I was definitely feeling not very nice to leave Mumbai and to see my kid having such a great time with all his little friends out there. बर्थडे पार्टी भी उन्होंने अटेंड किया था वहाँ पे, पहला इनविटेशन था उसको बर्थडे के लिए. तो ये सारे चीज़ें छोड़ के कमिंग बैक टू देहरादून वेयर ही विल प्रोबेबली be pretty alone. It's quieter. चीज़ें यहाँ पे इतनी चीज़ें है नहीं जहाँ मुंबई में है. It's much more gloomier. It's a cold winter season out here. So I was feeling a little not very happy to kind of take him out from Mumbai, and again we had to come back to Dehradun. And of course Mumbai is our home. So obviously मुझे और भी दुख हो रहा था कि my little kid is liking that place and he's taking it the way it is and loving it, and उससे ज़्यादा खुशी मेरे और मीनाक्षी को क्या हो सकता है. तो खैर आई थिंक 12 तारीख को हम लोग वहाँ से डिपार्ट करे फ्रॉम बॉम्बे, एंड हम लोग दिल्ली में वी स्टेड फॉर अ डे और टू, एंड वी रीच्ड मुंबई ऑन द 17th of January 2023. It's been a long trip. There's something very interesting which happened, जो हम लोगों ने विटनेस किया और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. Strangely, 17th को करीब 11 o'clock is when we entered देहरादून, and by 11:30 हम लोग उस जगह पे पहुंच गए थे जहाँ से हमारे अपार्टमेंट के लिए लेफ्ट लेन चली जाती है, ऑपोजिट द बालाजी टेम्पल. All this while, he did not mention once about his home or something like ghar, or did not even remember Dehradun for all this time. But the moment उस लेन पे 11:30 बजे करीब 11:30, 11:45 वो पहुँचे and we took a left. It was dark. यहाँ पे इतना street lights है नहीं जैसे मुंबई में है. And the little guy was already half asleep. And he said, घर आ गए. I was like, wow, where did this come from? And जो एक ब्रिज है हमारे घर पहुंचने के लिए, there's a bridge, नीचे से एक बरसाती रिवर जाती है. You've seen it in the videos of various playlists number of time probably. उस ब्रिज से आपको 2-3 वाटर टैंक्स बड़ी बड़ी दिखाई पड़ती है. And he was half asleep and he was like, water tank, water tank, water tank, and he was so excited. And जैसे ही we entered our apartment, he just shouted the name of our block, जो हमारा building का block है. And he recollected, such a little kid, he knew that he was back home. This was home for him, of course. And जैसे ही वो lift पहुँचे, it was about 12 o'clock, we opened the gate of our house, and he was like, oh, मेरे toys, so he was so excited with the toys. And 12 बजे से लेकर almost 1 बजे तक वो एक रूम से दूसरा रूम गया, दरवाजा खोला, he was like, oh, मेरा toy room, oh, मेरा bedroom, the balcony. And he played with his cycle, he played with his, the slide, the swing, and every other toy that he had, the dolls, etc., the balls. He was so excited and he was just refusing to go to sleep. It was about 1 o'clock, इतना लंबा journey करने के बाद. I was just looking at him, and I was pleasantly taken aback that all this time he had not even mentioned about Dehradun and this house. And now when he's entered, he's like excited, like he's come home. It's like दुनिया घूम के आने के बाद उसको अपना घर जैसा महसूस हुआ. It did not matter to him, of course, at that age. He doesn't understand the complexities that we as adults go through. Because this is not our home, this is a rented house. हम लोग देहरादून में we've not shifted here permanently. We've just come here for a certain period of time, as long as we don't get an opportunity to go back. For us, we belong to the plains, not probably, we're not acclimatized too much to the conditions out here. And सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है हमारा जो खुद का घर है वो बॉम्बे में. It's our own house. So we connect more with that. But for him, this is what he had seen from the very beginning of his life out here in this planet. इसी को ही वो घर जानता है, whatever the definition of house is or home is for him. And I did not want to counter that by saying कि बेटा ये तो घर नहीं है, घर तो तुम्हारा बॉम्बे है. मुझे नहीं लगा मुझे करना चाहिए था. Because I think, and which I did and both of us did, we pleasantly admired the fact that how attached and how fond he was to come back home. This Dehradun, his house, our rented house. And how fondly he was playing with all his toys, going to each of these rooms. It was such a pleasant sight to see. So I just told him, yes, aap ghar aa gaye ho. And I respected the fact that he calls this place his home. And I not only respected, I admired the fact that, yes, probably what I and my wife call home did not necessarily be home for him. He calls this place home. This is where he was born. बचपन से उसने यही चीज़ चारों तरफ यही देखा है. So obviously he's attached to this place, and everything that place has got to do with it. This house, चाहे हमारा खुद का नहीं है, but he calls this house his own. Very quietly, we were very sensitive to his attachments. Maybe it is not the same as what our attachments are with, but the fact is he has certain attachments to which probably we are not attached to, but then I think it was such a pleasant sight to see and we respected his attachments. अच्छा लगा सच में, it was such a pleasant sight to see. He calling and screaming, घर आ गए. एक बार भी, एक पल भी मुझे मन नहीं किया उसको बोलो कि नहीं बेटा ये आपका घर नहीं है, घर तो वो है, यहाँ पे तो हम टेम्पररली है, ये तो आपका घर नहीं है. अच्छा तुमको ये घर लगता है ना? बिल्कुल लगता है, तुम्हारे लिए यही घर है. Unfortunately, because of the complexities of the adulthood life, which I do not appreciate, but I don't have a choice, I'm not sure कब तक ये घर उसका घर रहेगा. मन तो करता है, दिल करता है, everything करता है कि ये तुम्हारा घर तुम्हारे लिए ही है, ले लो. But we all understand that that is not possible. Primarily financial reasons and so many other things, priorities, plans, future, etc. and etc. जो हम लोग इस एज में एक, I can say, दलदल कह लीजिए में फंसे हुए हैं. But seeing that innocence in that kid, it was bliss. Right. थोड़ा सा हटके सा एपिसोड था ये, बट था ये ज़रूर ऐसा ही. And बहुत अच्छा लगा था. And this does go down in our books of memories, the diary as I call it.